Hey guys, OGalbina here, bringing you guys our BBR Season 3 Week 8 battle against Sir Jorge DeGray and his Saint and Eggies. Definitely go check out Jorge in the description below. Him and all the other coaches will be linked down there. And yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the team builder. Now, I am going to do a quick little team builder before the battle portion of the video. If you do want to skip ahead to that, there will be a timestamp on the screen a little bit earlier, or it'll just be linked in the description below, and you can kind of see the timestamps and stuff like that when the battle starts. But I definitely recommend you check out the team builder just so you can see what we're bringing, why we're bringing it, EVs, moves, items, all that good stuff, so you have that background knowledge going into the match. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into it. So our team, if you did forget, is on the top of the screen there. It consists of Celesteela, Latias, Cinderace, Crocodile, Lantern, Licky Licky, Crustle, Drifblim, Garbodor, Shiinotic, and Throw. While Jorge's team is at the bottom of the screen, and it consists of Mamoswine, Volcanion, Hatterene, Regieleki, Durant, Sharpedo, Sneasel, Dusknoir, Girder, and Big Farfetch. Now, offer it biggest threats to me. I think that Mamoswine is absolutely terrifying. I think Life Orb Mamoswine is very difficult for my team to deal with, especially once things start getting chipped. Honestly, our best check is probably our Celesteela, and once that takes, honestly, just one hit, we're into 2-hit KO range, and that's absolutely terrifying. Other big threats, the team that we're bringing in particular is a bit Volcanion weak. Now, I do think that Volcanion on paper isn't very good versus me when we have things like Latias and Lantern and Licky Licky and things like that. But the team that we're bringing in particular, you'll see, is a bit weak to it, so we have to be careful. Regieleki is going to be an issue if we lose our ground type, but as long as we have a ground type, that Pokemon's a non-factor, so I'm not super worried about it. Durant is the biggest threat to our team by far. Stabs plus Thunderfang, rip us a new one. And the fourth move can either be First Impression or like a Stomping Tantrum for our Cinderace on the Switch or something like that. But Durant absolutely terrifies me, so we're gonna have to be careful. And then lastly, big threat is Sharpedo. I think like a mixed Life Orb set with like either Dark Pulse or Crunch, then Surf and Earthquake plus Protect can be absolutely detrimental to our team and can really rip through us, so we're gonna have to be careful. But regardless, let's go ahead and jump into it. Our first member is going to be our Celesteela, like we said. I'm sorry if you hear my dog scratching her neck right next to me. She's sitting on my lap being super needy, so super awkward recording setup, but whatever. We have our Celesteela rocking out with the leftovers. Beast Boost is its ability, Heavy Slam, Air Slash, Protect, and Leech Seed. EVs wise, we got 228 HP, 204 defense, and 76 def with a relaxed nature. Now, EVs wise, we are living 2 modest Mystical Fires after leftovers from the Hatterene, which can be a little bit annoying without our Celesteela having that nice def bulk. And then we have the rest in defense. This is going to be our main check to the Mamoswine. Mamoswine is absolutely terrifying, so we're going to check that thing. We also check something like a physical Sharpedo pretty darn well. We check Sneasel, we check Girder, all very well. We can spread Leech Seeds, be annoying with Protect. We have Heavy Slam to kind of just nuke that Hatterene if it wants to try and be cheeky and switch in a Leech Seed, but we'll have to be careful. Leech is also great for wearing down the Volcanion, especially if it's boots and it's avoiding Rock's Chip and stuff like that. So definitely Celi is really solid defensively in this matchup and checking a lot, and mainly holding that Mamoswine at bay so it doesn't absolutely rip through us in the end game. Next up, we have our Cinderace rocking out with the heavy-duty boots. Blaze's its ability, Powerball, U-Turn, Super Fang, and Low Kick. EVs wise, we got 156 HP, 148 attack, 4 defense, 4 speed def, and 196 speed with a jolly nature. This Pokemon is just a great overall pivot. It's great speed control. It's faster than literally everything on my opponent's team minus the Regieleki, which is obviously really nice. And we do a lot of damage with just Powerball plus Low Kick. Obviously, the Volcanion can check us really well, but if we can grab free momentum on that thing, that's great. If we can catch it with a Super Fang, that's also absolutely phenomenal, especially if it's not boots. I believe a Super Fang into Low Kick after rocks may knock it out, so that's something we will for sure take. We obviously have to check and see if it's Scarf or not. Now, I did contemplate going Sucker Punch over Super Fang, just to pick off something like weakened Regieleki or really weakened Sharpedo, something like that, but I think Super Fang is a little bit more worth the end game just because of how annoying Volcanion is for the team that we brought. So we'll definitely take that. EVs wise, we are creeping Sneasel, creeping a max speed Latias. We live 2 Life Orb Iron Heads from Durant, and then we threw the rest into attack just to do as much damage as humanly possible while still getting that decent amount of bulk and stuff like that. Still being able to check things like the Sneasel and the Durant and things like that defensively. Next up, we have our Crocodile rocking out with the leftovers. Intimidate as its ability, knock off Earthquake, Stealth Rock, and Close Combat. EVs wise, we got 100 HP, 228 attack, 4 defense, 12 SPDF, and 164 speed with a jolly nature. This Pokemon is here not only to check the hell out of Regieleki, obviously we don't really care about it, but also to be really scary offensively. If that's not a Scarf Mamoswine, honestly, our stabs plus close combat can almost claim a kill every single time we come in on something. Minus maybe the Girder. The Girder's a good check to us, but if we knock that thing off, it's not a great switch in afterwards. So that's definitely really nice. Rocks are very, very nice in this game. Breaking sashes, just slowly chipping things down with our fat team. And as we're throwing around leech sheets with our Celesteela, it makes switching around that thing a little bit more annoying. And we're, again, here to check that Regieleki as best as we humanly can. EVs wise, we got enough speed from Mamoswine. We live a no special attack +1 Draining Kiss from Hatterene after Rocks. We also live a no special attack Dazzling Gleam before Rocks from Hatterene, and then we threw the rest into attack just to do a bunch of damage with our stabs plus close combat. Next up, we got our Lantern with a pretty cool set this week, rocking out with the leftovers Volt Absorb. Every Volt Absorb or Water Absorb this week? I'm pretty sure. Man, I should have pulled up the team on Showdown before. I'll pull it up as I talk about the moves and stuff like that. Surf, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, and Agility. EVs wise, we got 188 special attack, 132 special defense, and 188 speed with a modest nature. Now, as I pull up the team, I just want to double check. We are Water Absorb. Okay, cool. So the reason we're Water Absorb this week over Volt Absorb is because I'm terrified of Volcanion and the Sharpedo, so I wanted a way to at least be immune to those stabs, especially because we're not a super fat Lantern this week. We're decently fat, but especially because it's not something like AV. I don't want to come in and take, Wrigley strong like Spec Steam Eruptions or anything like that if I don't have to. While I'm not super worried about Regieleki being that I have a Crocodile, and I think Regieleki is a very good Pokemon. So maybe me being disrespectful to Regieleki on in building will come back to bite me in the ass, but I think it'll be fine personally. So I'm not super worried. EVs wise though, we live a Specs T-Bolt from a Lucky just in case. We have enough speed for no speed Regieleki at +2, and then we threw the rest into special attack. The reason I say no speed Regieleki is because it outspeeds the entirety of my team with no speed, so it could potentially just not run any. Obviously outspeaking that thing would be great. We need a little bit of chip for Surf to knock it out, but I think this is a phenomenal win con in the end game with Rocks up, when we start passing leeches on everything, knocking things off with our Crocodile. This thing really does go absolutely crazy in this matchup. Surf plus Thunderbolt is pretty much unresisted on my opponent's team. They really don't deal with it whatsoever, so that's obviously really nice for us, and I think that Lantern can potentially take home this game for us if we do position it correctly and stuff like that. Next up, we have our Drifblim making its return. We haven't brought it since week 1, I believe. Rocking out with the Key Berry once again. Unburden as its ability, Shadow Ball, Calm Mind, Strength Sap, and Thunderbolt. EVs always got 220 defense, 84 special attack, 124 SPDF, and 76 speed with a timid nature. This Pokemon gives us kind of a backup check to Durant. We have that Celesteela in the back, but Celia also has to stay healthy in order to check Mamoswine. So I think my initial pivot at the very least will be our Drifblim, just because we can take any one hit, get our Key Berry, and then be faster and start Strength Sapping and being really annoying. This is a great win con in itself too, because my opponent's Ghost Resist is that Sharpedo and the Sneasel. Both are very frail, so if we can get a little bit of chip on the Sneasel, +1 Thunderbolt is going to rip through my opponent's team. And once we start getting boosted, Sharpedo doesn't OHKO us either, so that's obviously really nice. We're again just mainly here to pivot into that Durant, get our Key Berry, start Strength Sapping, being annoying. Again, if things are a little bit chipped, it can actually do really well in the end game. We have enough speed for +1 Sharpedo. We live an Adamant Mammo Crash after Rocks if we're at +1 defense. We live a modest Sharpedo Dark Pulse if we are +1 SPDF, and then rest into special attack just to do as much damage as humanly possible with the leftover EVs that we have. And then lastly, we have Throw, rocking out with the Assault Vest Guts as its ability, Superpower, Poison Jab, Power Up Punch, and Earthquake. EVs wise, we got 172 HP, 156 attack, 36 defense, 84 SPDF, and 60 speed with an Adamant nature. This Pokemon has a great soft check to literally everything. It gives us a nice pivot into Volcanion. We can take any hit from Mammo. It actually isn't 2-hit KO'd by some Hatterene variants, depending on how much special attack Jorge decides to run. We can take a hit from the Regieleki, we can take a hit from the Durant, we check the Sharpedo, we check the Sneasel obviously very well. We don't hit the Dusknoir super well, but part of me doesn't really expect Dusknoir to come very to be honest. The Throw yeah, it depends on what, you know, what the set is and stuff like that. And then Farfetch'd is a Farfetch'd. So it's just really a nice, good overall pivot into a lot of things. It's most likely going to be my lead as it takes on pretty much anything on my opponent's team 1v1, which is awesome. Now, EVs wise, we take a max modest size shock from Hatterene. We live 2 uninvested dazzling gleams from Hat as well. We have speed for, you know, just general creeps on my opponent's team. We live 2 life orb steam eruptions from Volcanion, and then we have the rest in our attack, which is awesome. And yeah, that's gonna be the team. I think it's a pretty well structured team. I'm pretty happy with the, you know, build that we have this week. It's just a matter of putting it into practice and all that stuff. And yeah, I'll be right back with the battle. Alrighty, guys, here we are with the battle. Let's see what Mr. Jorge decided to bring. He went with Durant. What? What? Okay. Lucky. Then we have Sneasel. Then we have Sharpedo. Then we have Mammo. Swine. Then we have Girder. Then we have Volk. Now, right off rip, what do I... There's also no hat, which is awesome. Personally, I want to lead Ernie, because Ernie gets to actually just kill something immediately. Our Assault Vest, we chew hits from literally everything on this team. Literally everything on this team. So, let's do it. If he goes Aleki, I probably just won't take the damage on it, and I'll probably just go into my Crook, because Crook exists. Once our rocks go up, they're here to stay, unless he's Defog Girder or Defog Volk. Defog Volk would honestly be kind of cool, because then it wouldn't be like a scary Flame Charge set, because that one, well, it's not very good against us on paper. It's good against the team we brought, if that makes any sense. So I'm a little bit scared. Our Lantern does potentially win. We get a little bit of chip on that Regieleki. We break a potential sash on Mammo, and we get chip on the Girder. We can for sure win with Agility Lantern, which is awesome. I'm super excited for that. We're Water Absorb this week, which is kind of coming back to bite me in the ass. I'm really wishing I kind of went Volt Absorb, but maybe he just is scared of that. Regardless, hopes we're not. But we'll see. We'll see. At least it plays the mind game, I guess. He's gonna lead off with Gamora, and this is like best case scenario. This is awesome. Big Ernie's about to go in. We're just power up punch here, don't we? Let me just make sure this kills Sneasel. I feel like it should kill 87 of them. Yeah, Pup does 147%. So, I'm gonna click power up punch. Hopefully do a lot of damage. Banded Triple Axle does not kill us. It's also something good to know. So let's go ahead and click it. Out comes Girder. We're gonna see this thing take a decent amount of damage. Let's see. Girder, a +1 superpower. How much are we doing? Click it twice. They actually kill. And I low-key feel like that's super beneficial. Or at least getting like 1 superpower off. I don't have great switch-ins to this thing. Like I understand I have my, So I have my Drift Bun. And I can Strength Sap on this thing pretty easily. But do I want to pop that immediately? I guess I could. I think that's fair. Because, like, Knockoff won't kill us, right? I'm like 99% sure Knockoff will not kill us. It does not. Okay. +1 Knockoff. I'm really surprised you just bolted up in our face. I'm gonna Strength Sap. At least once. Yeah, I think I'm gonna Strength Sap. Because if he hits us, we'll get our key. He'll be -1 attack. I know this obviously. Okay, yeah. Sweat. 6. So we chew. We get our key berry. Oh, he knocks off our key berry, so it just doesn't work. That sucks. I'm gonna call mine once then. I think we actually don't get our Unburden then. Wow, I didn't know it worked like that. I'll be honest, that's kind of a throw by me. Go hard, Aleki. I think we threw. We might just throw away our Drifblim. I mean, regardless, I think I am just going to Thunderbolt here. Shit, do we even get our Unburden? Used or lost? Okay, with that, oh god, I should have tested this before. I'm gonna click Thunderbolt regardless, though. I guess we'll find out. We're faster than +1 Shark, so that would be good to know. Super dumb by me. Super dumb by me. He's gonna protect. We should be faster than +1 Shark with our Unburden. Sharpedo. A +1. Our Thunderbolt does a lot. It kills. So I'm gonna click Thunderbolt. I'm pretty sure we outspeed and we kill. If we don't, shit. He's gonna withdraw. Okay, so maybe we do, maybe we don't. I guess we'll find out later. Peter Griffin's gonna come out. The Mammo Swine. Okay, we're not even +1 defense though. So I don't even think it's worth staying in. Although I don't have great switch-ins to this thing. That's the thing. Like, Mammo Ice Shard definitely kills me. I can't really do anything about that. I need to go Selly. Shit, I'm playing garbage right now. Okay. Settle it down. Settle it down. Mammo Swine. We see if it's Choice Band, obviously. Choice Band does not 2KO us, but it comes close. So we gotta be careful. Ice Shard, okay. Ice Shard does 28 to 25. 173. So it is not. I repeat, it is not going to be that's it. So we should be decently okay. So I'm gonna leech, be able to catch anything that wants to come in. Flamboyant. Flamboyant. That's actually a cool nickname. I like that. Hit. Awesome. So we're going to land the leech seed. Very clean. And here, I just pivot right out into my throw. Don't choose anything from this. I love the lefty's recovery. I love getting burned if he clicks Steam Eruption, because we are Guts, so. And it covers the middle ground of him. We just held down a little bit. We played the other game a little shitty. I won't lie. A little bit shitty. We know he's not banded, which is good to know. We have 201 minus 173. 201 minus 173. 28. So yeah, that's awesome. So even if he burns us, honestly not the biggest deal. Cool, so we're just gonna get a bunch of health back. Awesome. I'll take it. Now, part of me just wants to Earthquake. There's no ground resistance either. Like, and again, that's unrecoverable chip on the girder. Yeah, unrecoverable chip on the girder. So, Bender's gonna come out. Yeah, it's gonna be this thing. Sick. And we literally just go hard, so that's unrecoverable. Because we always go hard into Big Cooper Taker, and we just click Strength Sap. Now, it's not going to do the sweeping job that we really wanted to do in this matchup, but it's just going to be something we have to deal with. I love rocks. I think rocks are going to be very important this game. Knock off. It's fine. Literally Strength Sap up at full. He can't outspeed me under, like, really any circumstance. I'm just going to Strength Sap and get all the way back up to full. Very, 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 very freely. So let's go ahead and do that. He's going to switch out to test the coil. This is my opportunity to get up my rocks. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, a good play by him. A very good play by him
would be doubling out into... Okay, so we're not going to get to full, actually. Switch up at all, but we can still consistently check the switch on that thing. I go crook every time. He can make the double. He didn't because he'd be faster than us, for sure. It goes for like a light screen, reflect, whatever. So it's gonna be reflect. And from here, I just get up my rocks. If he wants to set up his second screen, that's also fine. I'll knock off the turn after, removing whatever wants to come in's item. So he's gonna withdraw. We get up our rocks, which is awesome. Peter Griffin's gonna come out. It's gonna be hard Mammo Swine. Cool. So we know this thing, in fact, does not have choice Bandaruskis on him. Makes me kind of want to make the middle ground play into my bathwater. I need to make that play though. Not really. I don't need to make that play. Like I could. I just don't need to. You know? Let's go ahead and Leech Seed. He's gonna Icicle Crash. This is going to do a decent chunk. It's an annoying chip. Definitely annoying chip. But I throw off a very free Leech Seed, and rocks are up, so these switches are going to start punishing him a lot more. I'm just going to Leech here. I suppose he could stay in and go for a flinch. Maybe he just assumes we're physical Selly and doesn't scout for us being special, and I really almost bought Flash Cannon in this game instead, but... So he's going to switch. Awesome. Love to hit this. I'd love to hit this. Flamboyant. I'll take it. These boots. Also good to know. And from here, I click Protect. It covers a double. So I see no reason not to. Whew. Played through the game kind of tough. Won't lie to you. But yeah, let's go ahead and click Protect. It covers any double. He can't do anything setup-wise. He can't sub on me. Because obviously, what do you call it, sub? Yeah, so he's going to double. Awesome. I'm very happy that we caught that. That's great. And on this thing, I literally just throw off a very free Air Slash. Reflect is up, not Light Screen. I need to check this thing's light clay as well. That's very important to know. His only flying resist is a Pokemon I always have to switch into. He is light clay, so that's good to know. I'm going to Air Slash. I got no reason not to. Reflect is up. So, and obviously this does just way more in general. Girder. Oh, 50. He's going to be faster, which is annoying. He doesn't do a lot of damage. Now, losing the lefty's residual does suck. I won't lie to you, it does suck. Now, I want to save HP. I'm going to make the aggressive, over-aggressive play, I guess, into my Drifloon. And I think just throw off a free Shadow Ball. Its usefulness very much so diminishes in losing when this thing goes down. It's really not here to check much less. I'll take it. But I'll just throw off a Shadow Ball. Diesel comes in, I'll Thunderbolt it. From there. With the, what do you call it, also so chipped, our Cinderace looks very nice. Cinderace looks very nice. So he's going to withdraw, saving it, out into Flamboyant. Okay? So, we know this thing is Boots. Part of me just wants to throw off a Thunderbolt. If I get chip on this, it's awesome. I'm just gonna Thunderbolt. Yeah, he doesn't also have a great switch to this thing. Faster. Great. Very fast on this thing, so. That is a 2-hit KO from this range. Team Eruption is gonna connect. And he's gonna take out Big Cooper Taker. Honest to God, that's fine. We see the Reflect wear off. It does. And that means... I pretty freely go into Crocodile, does it not? Do you have a ground resist? What gives me the best positioning overall? What gives me the best positioning overall? Lantern cannot win yet, and I want to save it to where it can. Crocodile, obviously. Let's just double check my speed gears in case I'm absolutely tripping. We should always outspeed this thing as well. Well, our drift line. What am I talking about? So we're gonna go Crocodile and literally just click knockoff. Personally, I feel as if knockoffs are very free here. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's see. Is there any pivots into knockoff that I don't appreciate? I'm like 90% sure Girder just dies anyways, so should be fine. Just pick our KO here. Should be fine just to pick our KO. He's going to withdraw and save it, so we get a knockoff on something, which is great. Peter Griffin. Is this going to be the Mammal Swine? This should actually put him in range of us. We're going to knock off his leftovers. Mammal Swine. Level 50. Leftovers. Adamant. 50. Ice Shard does do a chunk, but we literally only need to live hits from the Regieleki. So I'm comfortable in clicking Earthquake here, stopping him from getting up rocks. Awesome. So we do stop rocks. I'll take it. Again, I'm fine with taking that chip. If he does so, select to click that button, because it ensures he doesn't get up rocks on me. And it also ensures that my Celesteela isn't so damn pressured in this game to do so much. So we'll take it for sure. We'll take it for sure. Bruce. Let's see. Sharpedo. I'm gonna make the pivot onto Lantern. He protects here, I think, or he clicks Water Move. I think any other play would be crazy. He should be physical, like physical Life Orb. Let's go. Actually, Sharpedo. RU usage with Earthquake. Level 50. To my Lantern. Life Orb Earthquake does kill us. So I actually probably will pivot around. We're actually not defensive at all. So we're going to go Bathwater, and then we're going to pivot out an Earthquake. He's going to protect. Get a little bit of speed boost. And then we're going to pivot Selly. And then we're going to pivot Selly, and we're going to Leech Seed. So, out. A likely Earthquake comes out. Dark Pulse, he's special. Okay. It's also Life Orb. Okay. So his best way of hitting me is that. That sucks. Okay, what's my best play here? Is it to... I think it's just throw off an Air Slash. Okay, so we at least find out that information on his set. How do I win this game? Goes down. I think that my Cinderace can just win the game. Pretty sure my Cinderace can just win the game. Cinderace was broke. So I'm fine with letting this go down and clicking Air Slash. If we live this hit, awesome. If we don't, that's fine. So we are going to go down. Let me check something. Sharpedo. Life Orb. To our Celesteela. 50. Now, let's go into our Lantern. Dark Pulse indeed does not kill us. So I think that that's probably our best play at this point, to go into Lantern. There are no electric immunities on this team anymore. Provided we don't get flinched, we should be fine. Provided he isn't just like hiding random earthquake and he got me on a pivot. It should be fine. Very nervous actually. Very nervous about this. See what we could do. I really hope he doesn't flinch us. I really hope he isn't just hiding earthquake. Okay, so he's gonna switch. Awesome. I'll take that. Fender. He's gonna sack this thing off. Also great. Take it. Cool. So we're going for Thunderbolt. We need to keep our lantern around because it's the only thing stopping that Sharpedo from potentially winning. So I want to be careful about that. I want to be careful about that. For sure. We also need to keep our Croak around because it's the only thing stopping us from, you know, just having everything drop to Thunderbolt from Regieleki. Also something very important to note. Tesla Coil. He's going to go into this and he's going to set up screens. Again, he doesn't know what our item is. But I literally always just go hard into this thing. We still do have our Assault Vest, what do you call it, in the back. He's going to withdraw. He's going to make the double, probably on a Shark. Gamora, which is... Is he going to take rocks damage or are you boots? Our boots? No. Crook's going to come out. Inner focus. So do we die to a boost? This is my next question. We do. Got that. I'm gonna make the pivot into Cinderace. I need to make the pivot. We'll live any knockoff into Ice Shard. Yeah, Cinderace is always my play. So I just put two. And I'm in a good spot. Icy Wind. Okay, I still live any hit afterwards. Again, I'm slower, so I guess I get a slow pivot off. Yeah, I just U-turn. I just U-turn, man. Take it. Kind of wish I closed combated. That would have done nothing to our Crook, but I see a knockoff. But U-turn. Just gonna live. Just a bit annoying, but again, not the biggest deal in the world because we will live another hit afterwards. We can always deal with it like that. Now, is there anything stopping us from going Ernie? I don't think so. I just click Power Up Punch. I'm like 90% sure. If he goes for Axel and like misses, awesome. If he goes for Crash, misses, awesome. But I think we're in a good spot. I think we're in a good spot for the end game. We just need to not get flinched down by the Sharpedo, and I think we can win. So, let's see. Let's see what we can do. But I just Power Up Punch. It kills this. Chips anything coming in. Gives me a +1 and immediately threatens everything on my opponent's team. Blaxel, I'm gonna hit 1. Hit 2. Does not kill me, so it's fine. I'm just gonna pop. Whoop! And down goes Sneasel, which is very nice. Attack raise, obviously. Down goes Sneasel. Nice. Now we can't lose to Sneasel. Less things alive means less things we can lose to. Now, are we in range of a Life Orb, Sharpedo, Hydro Pump? That is the question. Sharpedo. As I said, it's actually a modest Life Orb. That's cool. So it does 34 to 41. Min roll 75 HP, max roll 90 HP. So, let's check when this thing comes back in how much it's actually doing this. That's what wants to come in. Flamboyant comes in. I'm simply going to click. Wait, just in case Power Punch is very defensible. Steam Eruption. Now, if this burns me, that's fine. No, it's not actually. Okay, so it doesn't burn me. Boop. Down it goes. And we're gonna take out the Volcanion. So I'll take that. I didn't have switch into that at that point. Now my Cinderace can potentially win as well, which is good to know. If the Sharpedo comes in, I simply click Superpower. Yeah, as it's going to come in. It's also wearing itself down to Life Orb, which is good. Or I guess I could just Power Punch. Nice Life Orb plus Power. I mean, Power Punch also outright too. Dark Pulse is gonna come out. This is going to kill us, but that's fine. That's fine. Okay. So it's gonna get its speed boost. Now what we need is to not get flinched. Now, are we going to get flinched? I hope not. I really do hope not. We'll see what happens. Dark Pulse, don't flinch me. I'm gonna take the Life Orb chip. Just one more. Literally just one more. Don't flinch me. Please don't flinch me. Dark Pulse is gonna pop. Fucking. So I feel like this is a good point for me to, you know, step in and kind of say a little something about this point in the battle. Obviously this crit sucks, and if you know me, I'm gonna get a little baby rage mad here, and you know, maybe overreact a little bit. And I did kind of want to apologize and preface this with, regardless of, you know, the outcome of this game, it's Pokemon at the end of the day, and I shouldn't be getting this upset over getting hacked out in a kids game that we play for fun. I don't make money doing this. This is all for fun. So this, while I am still definitely frustrated about this, even, you know, a week after, and kind of like, you know, looking back as I'm editing this, it's still not an excuse for how I reacted. I want to apologize to Jorge for that. Obviously, it's not his fault. He played to his outs. Obviously, we 100% won. And I'll stand by those comments, like, you know, like, we should have won this game. Yeah, we should have won this game, for sure. But the way in which I reacted when I got hacked out of a game, especially when we've been having a great season, this didn't kick me from playoffs. This is just an unfortunate set of, you know, events, and we kind of got BS'd out of a win here. But again, that's not Jorge's fault. It's Pokemon. His game is full of garbage BS RNG, so it's not anything new. And I kind of went into it expecting, as you can see it on my face, like, it's just Pokemon sucks sometimes. And I kind of want to reiterate that I'm not upset with Jorge. I'm just upset with what happened, I suppose. But it's still not an excuse for how I reacted. So I do apologize to you guys for that. I'll try and be a lot better about, you know, curbing the tilt and realizing that this is just a game. As competitive as I am, I really hate losing. And I hate losing when it's taken out of my hands too. But again, I'm going to do the best I possibly can to, you know, curb this kind of tilt and, you know, react better to situations like this as they arise, as we continue to play and, you know, upload content to this channel and stuff like that. So I do apologize. I apologize to Jorge. Apologies to you guys that have to see me kind of this last like minute just kind of lose my shit over getting flinched into crit. But it's just kind of how it is, and I'll try and do better next week and going forward. Thanks. Crit me. You have got to be fucking kidding me. I'm not gonna say GG. He doesn't deserve that fucking win. I'm sorry. People are gonna be super mad in my comments. Yeah. Sick. Okay. I have to hope he misses. I'm very frustrated. I'm just gonna go with be Hydro Pump and miss. You're not Hydro Pump, you're Surf. So that was an awful game. Not gonna say GG. Sorry that it ended that way. But I guess that's what happens when you play players like that. Cool. Cool. Well, that's gonna be the game. We lose. We won. So I'm gonna count this as a win in my head. I almost had Sucker Punch on Cinderace. But we lose no matter what now. So, great game to Jorge, man. He played his ass off. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm super upset. I'll see you next week. Later.